Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we're here to nourish our souls. I'm Norah, the host of this program. That's by Joanna Angelis and through our beloved Divaldo Franco. What a special program as our dear Divaldo is back, right, to spirit, back home. So what an honor to be able to be incarnated, right, at the same time as a beautiful soul. So we definitely keep Divaldo in thoughts and prayers, and just also enjoying this journey and continuing to learn, because there's so many beautiful lessons for us to learn from this book, right? So this is the book. It's powerful. It's amazing. It is transformational. I'll never stop saying this. And Divaldo, my dear friend, spiritual friend, wherever you are, we thank you so much for these beautiful lessons. So friends, let us think about this, friends, as we're thinking in today's lesson. Have you ever had a moment, maybe sitting in nature, looking at the stars, or holding someone's hand and suddenly feeling like, there's more to life than what I'm seeing, right? As if something's invisible, an energy or something that's eternal or quietly holding everything together. What is that, right? And that's not our imagination. That's the truth of who we are. So what does this mean? That takes us into this beautiful message today. Consequently, life breaks the barriers of the physical world and its expressions to show itself in all its glory as energy or spiritual in nature. As such, it becomes the vibrant reality from where material life emerges and through which the spirit passes, multiple times for brief periods between the cradle and the grave. My gosh, friends, this message totally invites us to see beyond the surface, right? That life isn't just about what we do, see, or touch, right? It's spirit, it's energy, it's movement. And we pass through this material world for our time, but we know that our story doesn't begin here, and it will definitely not end here either. We're eternal spirits stepping into this physical world to learn to grow into love. So every incarnation is just one step in a much bigger journey, right? A sacred divine rhythm where we come, we learn, we return, and then we come again. We know in the Spirit's book by Kardec, right? Question 76, to paraphrase, it simply tells us that the Spirit is the intelligent principle of the universe. It precedes and survives the body. So our true self is not the body, but it's our spirit, right? So the body is a vessel, it's a moment. The spirit, however, continues. Let us think about this biblical verse, 2 Corinthians chapters 5 and 1. And it says, Paul expresses this similar idea in his letter to the Corinthians when he says, for we know that if the earthly tent we live in is destroyed, we have a building from God, an eternal house in heaven, not built by human hands, right? So just like the tent that is temporary shelter, so is our body. But God gives us something lasting, and that's that life doesn't end with death. So we need to trust in God, in rights, because in this truth, with this deeper understanding of what life really gives us, right? It is something solid. It is something to trust on, right? So trusting that what we see isn't all there is. Trusting that every moment, even the hard ones, are part of a greater plan. And trust that God in his or her wisdom is guiding our spirit through it all, not once, but again and again. Let us think of this beautiful visualization to have an idea, right? Let us imagine for a moment. Close our eyes if we need to, but imagine ourselves standing in front of a door. It's open, and go through it. And here we are. Behind is the world that we know, right? It's the world, everything we've lived. But ahead, we see it, we feel it as something peaceful, familiar, and full of light. We take one step forward, calmly, naturally, trusting what's on the other side. Friends, as we do this visualization and we see it and we're stepping forward, let us imagine that our spirit moves. It walks through, right, in every life. It returns, it continues. And through this whole process, we trust because we know that God is with us. So, friends, to finalize this message, let us live this life with awareness, with reverence, and with peace, because we know that the Spirit passes through, but it never ends. And in that truth, we truly walk and trust in God. So what a beautiful homework for the week. Every doorway, every step is for us to step forward, to trust in God, and keep seeing that at the side of this door, there's going to be something good for us that is meant. Sometimes it might not be something, sometimes it's a challenge, but even that challenge is always meant for us in our path, because then with that trust, we start to understand. Everything comes together. Dear friends, that is my message. My dog keeps barking, so that's the sign for us to to call it a night. And again, let us remember this beautiful message, and let us continue sending love to Divaldo and flowers to a spiritual realm of gratitude for beautiful messages. Friends, until next week, same place and times, and same place and same time, and let us remember that we are loved by friends.